YouTube, what it do? It's your boy, Reggie, with the light, coming to bring you out of the darkness into the light again and again and again and again and again until you are living in the light. And today I want to continue to bring the light on the crooked, yes, I said crooked, evil, maniacal pharmaceutical companies in, the pharmaceutical industry and the scientists and all of the things that they do with our DNA that we do not give them permission to do, that they do behind closed doors, that they do behind our backs. And I'm coming to expose them, right? So today, I'm scrolling on Apple News to look for a story that I can expose more of these crooked people, bring y'all into the light on these crooked, evil, maniacal people, and I found it. And it had to do with the 23andMe. Y'all know about that 23andMe, that DNA test that y'all was doing, that everybody was running to find out where they come from, to find out about their heritage, to find out, who they are and things like that. See, that's just what they do to get you. That's never the real plan. That's never what they really want to get your DNA for. Okay, they just have to present something that, people of color, since we were the people who were taken away from, our native land, they just want to have something that like a front. It's a front, like when a drug dealer opens up businesses to launder its dirty money, its dirty drug money. That's exactly what these people do. Okay. They hit you with a front, but it's never really for that reason. So, the CEO of the 23andMe wants to use millions of customer DNA samples to make drugs with. Okay? And she said she doesn't think it will bother anyone. And the CEO name is Annie Wojcik. ANNEWOJCICK. Annie Wojcik. Okay? She said she's going to take millions of customers' DNA samples to create drugs. Okay? Now, she didn't explain this to you guys when y'all was going to give your DNA, trying to find out where you come from, trying to find out where your family from, trying to find out where you was kidnapped from. And the same people that did the kidnapping is the same people that's presenting you with this DNA test. The same people that kidnapped you from your home is the same people that's putting this, 23andMe front store up in your face, making you believe that they really want you to know where you're from, your true bloodline, and the whole time they're just using it to get your DNA to do something with it that you did not give them permission to do with it. And it's funny how, because that was a real, that 23andMe and all of these other DNA companies that was telling you to come give your DNA and we'll find out where you're from, we'll find out your heritage, we'll find out what land you was kidnapped from and you was stolen from, and you was, they tell you all of this, and the whole time, and the next thing you know, the virus popped out of nowhere. Next thing you know, they told you all of this, millions and millions of people went to go give their DNA up, and next thing you know, a new virus has hit the world. A new virus has hit the world. I wonder how that happened. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all gotta read between the lines and stop being so damn gullible. Your blood is supposed to stay in your body. That's where God put it at. It don't supposed to be outside your body, but y'all so gullible. Now, this CEO and Wojcik, the CEO of 23andMe, says she's finna take those the millions of DNA samples and she's finna make drugs from it and make billions and billions of dollars from it. Don't give you none of the money. You know what I'm saying? And she said, it shouldn't bother anyone. It shouldn't bother anyone that I'm doing this. I'm not going to give you a cut of this money and it shouldn't bother you. See, y'all don't understand. Every time you go to that doctor's office and they take your blood and they take any type of DNA samples, they're sending it off to laboratories with scientists in them. Who do you think these scientists work for? Who is at the top of the pyramid of these scientists? The World Health Organization, the CDC, government entities. Why do you think they want this information so bad? Why do you think they want to learn your DNA so bad? I don't know why, but all I know in the late 80s, HIV/AIDS just popped up out of nowhere. I know, just, in 2020, this virus just popped out of nowhere. Boom, just popped out of nowhere. So I'm gonna let you use your imagination to understand what they're doing with this DNA that you guys be so quick to give up. So quick to give up. And I did a story on Henrietta Lack, who they did the same thing to her. She had this gene that reproduced itself, and they done used it to make billions and billions of dollars, and the family finally had to sue in order to get the money. And it wasn't like they told Henrietta Lack or her family what they did. They did it behind closed doors like they continue to do now. But yeah, so, 23andMe CEO Ann Wojcik wants to make drugs using the insight from the millions of customers' DNA samples that was given for an entirely different reason. Another story about these criminals, these criminals. Oklahoma's top court reversed a historic $465 million ruling against Johnson & Johnson, saying the drug maker can't be held liable for the status Oklahoma's top court reversed a historic $465 million ruling against Johnson & Johnson, saying the drug maker can't be held liable for the state's opioid crisis. Now this is funny, okay? And it's funny because everybody can be bought. The judge can be bought. The prosecutors can be bought. These pharmaceutical companies run the world, okay? So they're saying Johnson & Johnson can't be responsible for the opioid crisis in Oklahoma. But if I go buy a whole bunch of drugs and start selling them in my community, guess who's going to go to jail and be held responsible for selling drugs in my community? Me. I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to have to pay my debt to society. If I go and buy a whole bunch of heroin and a whole bunch of crack and a whole bunch of other debilitating drugs that destroys communities, I'm talking about drugs that are very addictive, especially to people who are depressed, who are oppressed, and in low economic status or in the low socioeconomic status of the world. These people want to escape reality, so they use drugs to escape their reality. And the people who make these drugs, the pharmaceutical companies, they know that these drugs are addictive. They know this, and they know what these drugs do to your body. They know what these drugs do to your DNA. They know what these drugs do to your organs, because guess what? They take your blood and study your blood and see what works against your blood, you idiot. Come on. Man. But they don't want to be held accountable. It's like same thing that's going on with single parent mothers. They don't want to be held accountable for choosing a man that they knew wasn't going to take care of their damn kids in the first place. They don't want to be held accountable. They want to blame everybody else. No, you opened your legs. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the story. The Oklahoma's top court reversed a historic $465 million ruling against Johnson & Johnson. How many times they gonna give Johnson & Johnson a chance to keep fucking up? That's what I want to know. Johnson & Johnson, excuse my French, God please forgive me in the name of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But listen, Johnson & Johnson continues to mess up, and they just keep getting chance after chance after chance. Like, when are they gonna be held accountable? When? They're not, because the pharmaceutical companies own America. They own the world. That's why you have these mandates that if you don't go get a certain something injected in you, you can't work for no company. You can't play in the NBA. You can't play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers can't go in there slinging the ball 70 yards down the field without getting that. Kyrie Irving can't get on the court crossing up people, shooting threes in your face and doing what he was made to do without getting that. So, listen, man. It is what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all keep continuing to trust these pharmaceutical companies. They're the devil. They're the enemy. That's why these crazy viruses just keep popping up out of nowhere. But anyway, if you watch this video, thank you for watching another episode of Narrowminded. It's your boy Reggie with the light, where I come and bring you out of the darkness into the light. If you like this video, press the like button, share, comment. It's your boy Reggie with the light, and I'm out.